When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, one of the top teams in this conference, the Houston Cougars, taking on another team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Golden Bears will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Houston Cougars offense has the ball first today. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Sanford. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Cougars are flying down the field. Power football with the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
With the catch, it's Thomas. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Finds his man. It's Thurman. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Cougars trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They've just kept moving the ball forward. This will be the 12th play of the drive on third and looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Houston.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So California's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes...
Got a lot of room to the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Hand off from the shotgun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Quickly complete. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thurman.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
The quick out. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Houston wants to play fast. Looking downfield on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. The short hands, it's Broussard. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think that if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. That's caught. It's Kane. Gets away from one. He's got space. He smashes his way through again. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
You always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play can be an explosive.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Quick completion on the out route. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Makes the catch. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. On the move, it's Sanford. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Houston. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The run from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the catch. It's Kane. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. He's going to get loose. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Scanning the field, it's Wegman looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the play on third down.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. Sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. This quarterback's just got to settle.
And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. It's complete on the right side. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Cougars. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. NC State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field at will. They're up by 28 over Tennessee. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Houston going up tempo. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cougar! That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. He'll start this drive going to the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for a deep man. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Offense in an empty set. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Looking for a man, it's Wegman. Throws for the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Houston trying to say hello to the end zone in this red zone trip. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big.
Unleashes one deep. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They stretch this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here we go. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to